Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, hanging with the Joneses, episode 4, Lord of the Rings, of course, Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. Spoiler review, name of the episode is The Great Wave, which alludes us to the visions that the Queen is having about Numenor. So Numenor is, of course, the other land where farthest west point in Middle Earth, and she's having a vision of a literal great wave flooding the entire Numenor. We also have Arendir getting back to the people in the Southlands. Of course, Adar told him to send a message, and then we have your boy the dwarf, forgot his name top of my head, and we also have Elrond, and they're having sort of a confrontation because he feels like he's hiding something from him. What he's hiding is the new mineral they found, which is mithril, the same stuff that your boy had in the Fellowship of the Rings. You know, the little suit type get up. I don't know. It's almost like chainmail to protect him. That's what he got. All these things are kind of coming together in regards to the storyline and the different disparate plots. Eventually, we're going to see how the Numenorians and then the people in the Southlands comes together and unite under Halbrand and fights this Adar, which is we found out is an just a scarred elf. He is saying like, look, yo, I can't be a god, but not yet. So something is going on with that sword that your boy Theo has. Speaking of Theo, him and his friend go out to find food. They go back to the village. Of course, all the orcs are still there. So he ends up going in a well. His boy runs away smartly. Because Theo went in the house trying to find some stuff. He actually finds some grain, and then he gets confronted by an orc. He busts out the hilts. Of course, the hilt drawn from the blood that he already has, slices the orc's arm off, and now the orcs know that he has essentially what it looks to be some sort of relic of Sauron. Now all the orcs are on high alert saying, hey, we know where the hilt is. Adar wants the hilt. I suppose that hilt is going to give Adar godlike powers, and that's going to help him either rule or summon Sauron in some sort of way. So we'll have to see how that kind of culminates in the story. As all that's going on, nighttime falls. Theo's still around. He tries to creep out, and guess who he gets saved by? Your boy Arendir. Arendir saves him. They're running back towards where the rest of the humans are. His mom, Bronwyn, comes up, and now we have the three of them running away from the orcs in the forest. Pretty decent scene. Of course, they're trying to get to the quarry and basically get out of the woods and into the sun because, the orcs ain't about that sun life. That kind of ends that whole thing. Also, Bronwyn, if they had some more space and some more time, would have definitely gave Arendir the draws. I mean, you could see it in her eyes. They already had a little spark going on, but seeing how he saved her son, oh yeah, it was about time. Brahma finally tells her rather, the message about how Adar said, look, either you guys surrender or I'm going to take over all of this as well. So now they're faced with the issue of still being on the run, whether to fight or whether to, give in. Of course, they're not going to surrender. So the better part of the story is focused on Galadriel. So we have Galadriel still on Numenor. She's trying to plead with the king now because the king, of course, is very, very sick. And the queen starting to see and understand, like, look, something's going on here. And they had this thing called a palantir, which basically foresees future. You can see through it. And Galadriel touches it, and she also sees this great wave that's going to eventually flood and decimate Numenor. So now, because of that, the queen is rather wanting to help the elves and forge the people in the Southlands to come together under one banner, so to speak, and fight the orcs and probably Adar and Sauron. So that whole part, of course, it was going to happen. But I know a lot of people are like kind of upset how it's taking so long and nothing's really going on. Like for me, like again, I just saw the original trilogy a couple months ago. So the slow pace for this is kind of on par with the movies itself. Like those things didn't really move fast. There was a lot of walking and talking going on. So for you to come into this thinking that there wasn't going to be a lot of walking and talking, and I just really didn't understand. I don't understand you. And then also just cinematic shots and just a bunch of cinema porn everywhere. Where were you at when you was watching Paul Jackson do the same thing? I don't know. Like it's just me. Like I really feel like this is what it is. Even though we're already halfway through this season one, it's gonna move slow. So I expected that, and I went into it fully knowing that. Lastly, the dwarves are hiding a secret from the elves, and Elrond's kind of trying to figure out what that secret is. And of course, they had this back and forth, like we shouldn't be doing this. What are you doing? So he brings him down. No, my bad. Elrond is just he's a snooper. You know what I'm saying? Like he just likes to go around and put his nose in everything. So he figures out where they're hiding this supposed secret, goes down to the caves, figures out how to get through. You know what I'm saying? So Durin ends up showing up and tells him the secret. The secret is essentially they found a brand new type of metal or mineral, probably metal. Yeah, they call it an ore, so it's a metal. Brand new metal, and it's light as silk, stronger than steel. So essentially, this vibranium that they found is something that could propel the dwarves to the future, but they don't want everybody to know about it because the dwarves be scared. They rather hold the secret. But of course, he tells Elrond. Durin tells Elrond, and Elrond's like, yo, this is just between me and you. They swear an oath, and now they're buddies again. So this mystery still is Mithril. So Mithril is also, of course, the same steel that your boy from the OG trilogy had on him to protect him. So a lot of these things are starting to tie in as well. And of course, at the end of the episode with Theo gets approached by the old dude who he stole the stuff from his house from. And he tells him, look, hey, man, I know you got that hilt, bro. Need it back. And then he kind of just starts talking to him about, I know you've seen it, talking about the meteor or the comet when white Jesus came down from the sky, not knowing anything. And then also how that hilt was essentially made by Sauron or from Morgoth. He's very cryptic about it, but either way, he tells him, look, this is in preparation for Sauron. He name drops Sauron. And Theo is looking confused, like he's never even heard of the word Sauron or anything. But since, of course, it's a secret and we do dumb kid stuff, he's not going to tell his mom. He's not going to tell Arondir because, he don't want Arondir begging his mom. So he's going to be the angsty teenager about this whole thing. So hopefully that doesn't play that doesn't get too deep into it and he actually figures out that this is actually an evil relic. He should know. But anyway, this was for me, pretty decent episode. And to be honest, it was really decent because the Harfoots weren't in it. Not a fan of those people. All right. But yeah, that's really all I got for this one. Monday, 7 p.m. Westerbros, me and Antonio. We'll be covering the next episode of House of the Dragon. Next Thursday, She-Hulk. Oh, man. And Wednesday. Make sure you come back to the channel Wednesday. 3 episodes. 3 episodes of Andor, new Star Wars series coming on Disney Plus, also drops. I'll try my best to have that out at least by Wednesday evening. It's going to be a stretch, but I'm going to try my best. Bars. But yeah, that's all I got. Till the next time.